Hey Patrick, how are you? This is Jose Fernandez. I was just speaking to you the other day about how we can help you beat your competition online for your home inspection services. And so let's get right to it. But in this video, what I'm really going to share with you is there's three things that are going to help you rank online in the search engine, specifically Google, right? So number one is going to be your content on the website that you have. And number two is going to be the backlinks that are going to be the other websites that are referring back to your website. And number three is going to be citations. Now, if you don't know what those things mean, that's okay because I'm going to cover these briefly here in this presentation. And if you wanted to learn more about how this actually can be implemented for your business, then you can give me a call and we can schedule another conversation to go more into details. But this is just a quick. I'm just going to show you quickly how you're ranking in search of Google and versus what your competitors are doing. And I'm going to give you some quick tips so that way you can implement to be able to beat them in the search engines and show up when people are searching for your business, because that's really the ultimate goal for SEO and online marketing, to be able to show up when your customers are looking for you. Okay, so let's go over to my screen here. As you can see, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. As you can see here, right? When I look up your business name, Losco Home Inspection. Sorry if I butchered that. What I see here, you're on Yelp, you're on Facebook, MapQuest, your BBB, Alignable, shown local, and then finally your website comes up, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on your website. I'm going to take a look at it real quick. But what I can tell you right now here in your Google Maps description, right? I don't see that you have your website added here, okay? As well. So what we're going to do is, once we go to your website here, what I can tell is that somebody tried to create a website. They didn't have the time. You probably purchased the domain, and install the WordPress theme to be able to have something. But at the end of the day, nobody is going to be able to find you on the internet until you start actually putting content on your website. Okay, and what kind of content do you need to put on your website is very specific content, right? So I googled some home inspectors in New Jersey, and what the phrase that I used was home inspection in New Jersey, and what we got was several competitors. Okay, so as a matter of fact, let's just do that here. Home inspector, some inspectors, New Jersey. And when we do that, when we Google that, at the top you're going to see some ads. Okay. Now these are companies, right, that are paying for to show up whenever somebody types home inspectors of New Jersey. This exact phrase that people type into Google, these businesses down here, they're going to show up and they're going to be the first in line, so to speak, when people are looking for that kind of business. Now, what people can do is they can click here, they can go to their website and potentially call them for a shop around for prices or whatever the situation they're looking to do is, right? But this is, the quickest and fastest way to be found on the internet is paying for ads. Okay, but the main issue with paying for ads is there's a lot of savvy people out there nowadays, and they have ad blockers in their browsers, and these ads, they will never see them. Okay, so they're going to skip through this and come up here in the map hack. Okay, and this is what we call citations right here, and we're going to cover that in a little bit. But typically, as a business owner, you want to be found here, here, and in ads. Okay, the ads, you want to be found here in the map pack and also down here in the organic search results. Okay, so these people down here, they're not paying for any traffic, right? We just typed in home inspectors of New Jersey, and these are the websites that came up, right? Now, one of them is New Jersey Home Inspector, which I pulled up here for you to see. This is one of your competitors. What they do is, they've created a website, a very basic website. They created some content. They do have a couple of pages on there, right, about their business, and this is pretty much a standard website. Okay. Now, what they did was, they did add several pieces of content here. Now, in your home page, what you need to have minimum, Google likes to know and see of anywhere between 1,000 to 1,500 words of content in your home page to kind of gives Google an idea of what your website is about. Okay, and also when people are searching in your home page, people the content or the keywords that should be in your homepage are the most relevant to your business, that are going to make you the most money and what people are searching for. Okay, so that when people search home inspectors in New Jersey, now they're going to be seeing that your website is one of the top results. Okay, now New Jersey home inspectors, they have sort of like a similar search phrase than what we type for. So that's why this kind of helping them in the SEO rankings, the organic rankings, to be able to get up there. But don't worry, just because they have a keyword doesn't mean that they can't be beat, and you can't show up and beat them, right? So now they have, this is their basic website. Now when you go out there, and we go out there and take their website and put it into one of our tools that we have, that we use to kind of spy on competition and spy on businesses to see what they're doing on the internet. Right now, what we can see here is that they have 71 backlinks, right? And we're going to talk about backlinks in a minute, but they have, most importantly, is organic keywords, right? They have 169 organic keywords that people are searching for, and they are being found 164 times on the internet. So that's 164 potential clients that they're getting to their website, that's calling them and requesting quotes or whatever the results they're getting from that. Okay, they're also, as you can see here, they're doing PPC. Those are pay-per-click ads, and that's the top 3 results that we talked about in the beginning, right? But now when we click on the organic keyword search, okay, this is going to tell us the phrases and the words that people are actually searching for, and what position and how much traffic is going to their website. Okay, and this is kind of what you want to be able to copy and model and improve on, so that way you can be number one and get more traffic, right? So people are to find New Jersey home inspectors, they're typing in New Jersey inspectors New Jersey, right? So New Jersey inspector is putting them in the 5th position, and they're getting 22 people to their website on that, right? So now if we filter out here to see which one is the pages that's giving them the keywords that's giving them the most traffic here, right? You're going to see here in a minute. Now this typically, the most traffic is typically the highest position in the search results, right? But it was New Jersey inspector. They are already getting the highest traffic from this particular keyword, right? New Jersey home inspectors, right? Position number 4, and they're getting about 4 to 5 people every single month coming to their website. Now the game with Google is this, right? You need to be able to have a lot and do your research on all the different phrases and keywords that people are looking for. Now there's different kinds of different kinds of intent for these keywords, right? There's people that need a home inspector right away. There's people that are searching for different things related to home inspectors that they want to learn about and be educated about before they actually buying their property. So you want to have kind of people in, you're gonna hit people on both sides of their search, so to speak, right? Now when we talked about in the beginning, right, it's called backlinks. Right now backlinks is what we call the sort of like a popularity contest. Right now, you remember in let's go back to the beginning here, to their domain, and we talk about backlinkings, right? So basically backlink is like a popularity contest. Like remember in school, the people that had, the most popular, they were the ones that most people talked about, right? So the same thing with Google, right? So the most popular websites are the ones that other websites are talking about the most, right? So if you have 71 backlinks, what does that mean is there's 71 other websites that have a link to your website, or they're sending traffic to your website, they're referring people to your website for whatever reason. Okay, and not all backlinks are good, or not all backlinks are good. Some of them are bad, and some of them don't really do anything for your website, right? So let's just say, as a home inspector, and you got somebody like from a pizza delivery company that's linking back to your website, that really is not going to give you so much of a advantage of helping you become more popular, because it doesn't have anything related to your industry, right? But now if you have other realtors or other inspectors or other kinds of contractors or things like that that are referring back to your website, that's going to boost your rankings and give you more popularity in terms of Google, because those businesses are already related to your business, right? So as you can see here, we can go into this tool and kind of spy on the competition, see where they're getting the backlinks from. As you can see, the yellow pages, espionage, right? A bunch of different websites and domains that you can that they're using to get backlinks from. Like some of these are good, some of them are not good. So what you're going to want to do is make sure that you grab the ones that they have that are good, and improve and get better ones besides the ones that they don't have. So that way your website can outrank New Jersey home inspectors, right? So we covered here two things so far, which was one is content on your website, right? We covered backlinking on your website. And now we're going to cover here is citations on your website, right? So now these citations are very simple, right? It's just having your name, your address, and your phone number exactly the same way that is on your website, your business name, and having that displayed on all different kinds of directories and on all over the internet. Okay, that's going to give you sort of like a foundation of tell Google how many people know about your business. Okay, so that is what citations are. Okay, that's how the more citations you have, the more, right, the more that you are going to be shown in here. So Google is like everything has to do with how popular your business is, right? And if you have no content and if you have no backlinks and very few citations, your business is going to be looked at as Google as not a very popular business, and it's not going to show you in the first page. Now, if you make it to the first page, now you're going to start getting all the traffic that people are searching for. Okay, so now it really all depends on how you want to move forward in your business. Now you can take on and do all these things yourself, right? Because you can see, let's put here onto your website, see how long this business, your website has been up for, let's just see here. Right, so your website went up in November of 2016, right? So it looks like the guys did some work on it, try to do some stuff to it, but nothing really has happened, right, to your website in terms of content, right? So just been pretty much flatline, right, on your business, right? So you have 0 words coming into your website, keywords that people are finding you for. You have no traffic, and basically you have only 17 referring domains to your website. Okay, so even though you haven't done really much to your website, you are being linked and things like that to your site. That's just how Google works, right? But if you actively start improving this information onto your business, right, now you're gonna have a better chance of getting a piece of those 200 to 400 people that, or close to 200 people that your competitor was getting access to that may be calling you. Okay, so as I can tell, over the last 4 years, you really probably haven't had time to work on this because you're busy in your field and doing home inspections. But if you are wanting to get more of a bigger piece of the pie, people are going or online nowadays to search for things, especially with everything that's going on right now, right? So it's up to you to decide whether you want to keep it a status quo or potentially invest some money back into your business and hire a professional to help you get outrank your competition and start getting some of that search engine traffic. Okay, so if you found this information useful and you want to have a better conversation specifically for your business to show you how we can help you, the best number to reach me is 973-384-1054, 973-384-1054. And you can also visit us. Our website is at NewJerseySEOPros.com. And I will look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care.